Hello everybody, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. I'm Martin Wenzel. It's been quite a long time since I've been in Euro Truck Simulator. And I'm just gonna get the engine started and we're gonna start getting on the road and we'll talk while we're on the road. I'm taking, I believe these are reservoir tanks. Let's pop open this. Pressure tank, 12 tons to Pori in Finland. We are in Tornino, Finland, I believe. And it's gonna make us 11,000 euro. I'm not playing with any economy mods, so that's why the money I'm making in this career is going to be a little bit more than over on American Truck Simulator. I was getting a little bored with American Truck Simulator. We're on episode 40 over there. By the time you're going to be watching this video, hopefully you'll be seeing episodes, I believe 7 and 8 will finally be up on the channel. But we're going to jump in here. It is nearing the end of January. And I think probably this video will be coming out near the end of January, hopefully. So I've popped in Grimes' Frosty Winter mod for Euro Truck Simulator. Same mod similar mod to what we're running in American Truck Simulator, except this one has some physics that you can add on. It has heavy winter, which is what we're seeing right now. You can see there's snow on the road. We don't get that in American Truck Simulator. And basically everything else, darker mornings, all that. Grimes has a lot more going with the Euro Simulator side. I'm trying to think what else comes with this one. There's the heavy winter, there's some, there's 4 parts. There's the base mod, the Frosty Winter mod, and then there's the heavy winter, there's some fixes, and there's the physics, and that's something we're gonna have to take care of when we get into these red lights and stuff to not ram into. Did that truck just blow a red light? Man, well, I will get into that later on in this episode, or rather right now. We'll see. Let's make this turn first. Yeah, so on people running red lights, not sure if you all know, I do live in China. Ugh, let's stop that red light there. Alright, okay, so we're gonna have to look here. I live in China, I have my driver's license over here, and already my license renews, or a year for my license starts and begins on the 23rd of December. You get 12 points a year, much like in America. I'm not sure how it works in Europe, but you get 12 points, penalty points. And once you run out of those 12 points, your license is suspended. Well, I've already lost 8 points this year, somehow. Turn off that blinker. How it works in China is that they don't usually have cops pulling you over for infractions. You lose points and are fined based on cameras. And so, you run a red light where they have cameras, you will lose 6 points. The problem is they don't have cameras at every red light. They don't have cameras at every stop sign. They don't have cameras everywhere. Just certain places. And they usually have a sign saying there's a camera right there. So all the good Chinese drivers slam on their brakes to stop speeding right when they see that camera sign. They don't run the red lights where there are cameras. But otherwise, they have no problem blowing through red lights or going well over the speed limit everywhere else, ignoring stop signs. Me, I try to be pretty consistent in my driving safely, following all the traffic rules, and occasionally I will go a little bit over the speed limit. Especially near my apartment where the speed limit's 90 kilometers per hour, then it suddenly drops to 70 for about 20-30 feet, then it goes back up to 90. In that 20-30 feet, there's a camera to catch you speeding because you didn't slow down to 70 on a dime. It's pretty ridiculous. There's no warning that it's going to go down to 70, so you can start slowing down. If you just slam on your brakes, you're going to have a semi-truck right up your ass. So, that's kind of frustrating. I also got a ticket, or you get notified on your phone of losing points and stuff. I lost 3 points for crossing a solid white line, entering a tunnel. I did this so I wouldn't run into the back of a truck that was going at least 40 kilometers slower than the freeway speed limit. They don't seem to actually enforce the minimum speeds on these highways. And so me, being a very safe driver, I very rarely get traffic infractions. I don't blow red lights. I stop at red lights and turning right. which is the rule in America and China. In Europe, it's you have to stop completely no matter what. Even if you're taking a right turn, you can't take a right turn on a red light. But in America and China, you can take that right turn after you stop and yield to pedestrians and right-of-way traffic. So that's pretty frustrating. I've been very frustrated by that because typically, most typical Chinese drivers commit a ton of infractions. They're just never caught. Or they commit the infractions, they lose the points, and they just buy more points from other drivers, which is something you can do, I guess. Because, again, it's all based on camera, and the camera just gets your license plate for your car. It does not get that you're actually driving the car. So someone else could have been driving your car, so they just take the points, they take the hit for you. So it's pretty ridiculous. I have 4 points left for the rest of the year. I am by far the best driver in our family. I wouldn't trust my sister-in-law to drive. She usually gets the car, dents up the car, speeds, or drives too slow because she's too scared of driving. My wife doesn't even drive, doesn't have her license, and is scared to death of doing so. But I know that if she ever does try to learn, she has said she'll talk back to the driving instructor and tell him all the things he's doing wrong because I've taught her well, and she understands the actual ways to drive. So in any case, we are now in Europe. Ooh, we're gonna have to yield here. Oh man, this is a roundabout. Now you can see the... I wish there had been a little bit more of a warning there. We are in Finland. We got some heavy snow. There are physics with this Frosty Winter mod that Grimes has for Euro Truck Simulator. And I haven't driven in snow like this since I lived in Wisconsin growing up. It's been about 6 years since I've driven in nice heavy snow like this. Don't get much snow over here in China. So that was my little rant about driving in China. I'll probably rant about some other things that are gripes driving over here in future episodes. I'm realizing that that could be a nice content filler for me to talk while driving. Just talk about the awful real-life driving here in China. But I will probably stop with that one story. We'll get into other stuff later. Alright, so let's do a little rundown of the mods I'm running. I'm using... Well, I just got the Italian DLC. I was holding out on that because I hadn't been playing Euro Truck Simulator, but I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna get back into it, get the mod, or get the DLC, and then I updated Pro mods to 2.25, so that adds in Iceland, Dublin, a couple places they've added. I've got the... I don't think I installed it yet, but I do have Grimes's Paris rebuild, which should work with the DLC and the Pro mods. Pro mods adds in a lot of graphical fixes, a lot more roads. I was just looking at when I got the Italian DLC, I put that in, I looked at the world map, I then put in the Pro mods, and wow, Pro mods adds quite a few. I mean, the base map is now getting pretty big, actually, and I have explored, 1% of it. I think it's really 4% or something, but I haven't explored any of it yet, really. And actually, I'm going on a road here that I have explored before, so I'm not really finding anything new yet. Our destination will be a new place. I like these tire lines. The tire lines are right over... Whoever was driving these tire lines was driving on the dashed white line. But, yeah, I lost my train of thought there. What were we talking about? Yeah, mods. So, Pro mods 2.25. Excellent mod. Threw on the Frosty Winter mod. I do have to update get a few more of Jazzy Cats. I'm in the process of downloading. We do have the AI traffic mod in, the latest one. And I'm working on downloading all the other ones, updating those to their latest versions. I haven't put in the latest version of the trailer and companies pack with Pro mods. I believe they're on 1.15, and I've only got, ooh, this is gonna be, ooh, I can just feel the truck slipping away. And I guess we go right here. That's a little interesting thing in the road there. So, yeah, I have the trailer and companies pack for Pro Mods 2. I believe 2 was the last version I had, and that's 1.14 of that pack. And so far, driving here, I haven't had any issues or crashes, so I only have one setting for the wipers. Oh no, there it is. And that's basically it. I think I have the hidden barriers mod on. I have classes, real gas prices. I still have the graphical mod running from a FRKN 64, realistic graphics. And those actually work with this winter mod, unlike in American Truck Simulator where the realistic graphics mod from FRKN 64 do not. So this is actually pretty exciting, having the physics and having the heavy snowfall. Very enjoyable. Enjoyable until I misjudge my braking and go sliding into the back of a car and through a red light. Of course, that isn't as big of a punishment as in American Truck Simulator, where I will lose $400 of my hard-earned money, where I'm making maybe $200 to $300 a day. Here I'm making $11,000 on this job, and this job will be done 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna make 11,000 euro in less than half a day, or a little over half a day. Alright, the sun is coming up. I was afraid maybe there was a mod conflict. It didn't look like the sun was coming up, and I had an issue with like that in American Truck Simulator with the winter mod where the sun just never came up. But it is up. It's a little bit brighter. Got some nice fog rolling in, and this is beautiful. Back there, that couple miles back, or probably by now like 30 or 40 kilometers back, there was that nice little village there. A few nice little cottages with the Finnish flag flying. It's a wonderful mod. The Pro mods is just wonderful. I love it. You come into these towns and there's McDonald's. You see the McDonald's sign coming up, and very true to life. And as I say this all the time in American Truck Simulator, I say it all the time every time I play Euro Truck Simulator, I cannot wait until ProMods gets its hands on American Truck Simulator and makes America great again. To steal Trump's slogan, but I mean truly make it look great in American Truck Simulator like they have in Euro Truck Simulator. I don't live in Europe, so I don't know if this is what Europe actually looks like, but it looks great. It looks better than the vanilla game, and the vanilla game already looks great. Okay, whoa, we're gonna have to slow down. Okay, now here's where it's gonna be. Are we gonna be able to stop in time? Are we gonna stop? Oh, thank God this car is moving, because I don't think we would have been able to stop. Ooh, we don't actually have to stop here. We have to stop at the next set of lights. Let's get out into third. And we're going to be turning here and getting on the expressway. I'm not sure what designation this is, but you could see that physics there. It was really hard for me to brake. And luckily the light changed and that car took off before I plowed into his back end. This is just amazing. The roads, the style. I mean, this feels like northern Wisconsin. And this is the closest I'm going to get to driving northern Wisconsin. In Euro Truck Simulator. What is... Okay, so we're going to do a... Why didn't we just turn right and come on over there? Yeah, I think the GPS gave us this weird route. We should have probably just continued straight, then turned right. That's the actual way you should do it. And we're just going to do this weird roundabout. That's kind of wonky. Please don't run into me, dude. Doing a full-on U-turn. I guess that's one way to do it. Hey, I like that better than the way you have to do it in China sometimes, where you gotta just do a full-on U-turn to get on the freeway. You get off and you have to do a U-turn to go somewhere else. It's just ridiculous. They don't design the roads right here. Alright, so we are on the road again. I guess it's not... We weren't going on the highway. It's not really a highway. It's just another two-lane road. Well, it's a highway, but just another two-lane road. Now, what town are we in here? Because I did see that there was a city speed limit of 80 kilometers. We were already going 80. I don't know how that's slower. We're going to be going under the E12. So I'm not sure what highway we are on. If we got on the E12, we'd be going toward Vasa. Yeah, so actually now I believe we are headed east a little bit. Let's see, we can actually change the... Oh, I thought I could change the map. Oh yeah, that's how you change it, F5. Oh no, we're still going south. Okay, we were in Vasa. Instead of going to the ferry, of course, we're going to continue down on what looks like the E8. And we're going to continue down to our destination. Yeah, look at this scene right here. I mean, it's just nice, flat, snow-covered fields. A little bit of fog. This is as close as I'm going to get to northern Wisconsin driving, Midwestern, winter driving in a truck simulator. At least with American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2. I mean, maybe they come out with, you know, in a couple of years they decide, let's just do American Truck Simulator 2 and we start in the Midwest. And that's what my hope would be. If they come out with a new version, just as they had Euro Truck Simulator and then now they're in Euro Truck Simulator 2, they decide, let's do a new engine and everything, let's do American Truck Simulator 2. Best thing they can do, start on the East Coast, start in the Midwest, start in the Southeast, start somewhere different than California, because you do California again, people are not going to buy that game. You can't do it again. I mean, the Southwest is beautiful and it's an amazing place to visit, but we've already seen it. It's been done to death in American Truck Simulator. We need something new. Give us the Midwest. Give us, give us the busy, really dense part of America, which would be very much like Euro Truck Simulator. Euro Truck Simulator too. When you look at that map, there's so many towns, so many roads, and the map is about the same size. It's a little bit bigger. It's actually quite a bit bigger at this point than the American Truck Simulator map, but it's so dense, so many roads, so many towns, so much to see. I barely even made a dent in this game, and I played it for 60 hours, which is nothing compared to a lot of people, but American Truck Simulator, I've driven on almost every road. Here, it's like every road I drive on is a new road. Everything I see is new. Everything is exciting. And this, I mean, besides the line markers being slightly different than in America, and the signs, I feel like I'm driving in northern Wisconsin right now. Just snow-covered fields, nice pine trees with the snow on them. Simply beautiful. And we got the sun now shining in our face, despite us going south. Well, the sun would be in the southern area this time of year. Driving south through Finland. Then our next job will probably get back into mainland Europe. And my goal is to either enter France. I think we've done a little bit of France though. My goal is to try to get down to Italy and see the new stuff with the latest DLC. And I'll probably be kicking myself in a couple weeks when they have another Steam sale or something and they sell the DLC for, 75% off. And I don't think you're required to have the DLC to use Pro Mods at this point. France DLC was, but I think Italy DLC is supported, not necessary. It's compatible, not necessary. So I might be kicking myself in a few months down the road when I see it on sale for $5 or something, but hopefully. I've heard good things about it, so it'll end up being worth it. This is the kind of game where you forget how much you've actually spent on it. Similar to iRacing. It's just how simulators go. This guy's hauling a couple of cabs. Whoa, taking a little wide there. So the other news, again, I think this video should be up the end of January, so not too far removed from when I'm making it. That had a little bit of an interesting and still in the process of a little sticky situation with my visa and passport for China. My US passport expires in 2020, but I'm all out of pages already. Because every time I go to China, I need a new visa. That takes up 2 pages. You put the visa on one, they stamp on the other page. And sometimes I needed 2 or 3 visas for 1 year. Or I needed a visa to enter China and then get another residence permit, and that takes up 4 pages then. So I've had the passport now about 7 years and 7 and about a quarter of a year now. I think I got it August 2010 before I came to China that summer. And so I'm all out of pages after 7.5 years. So I need to get new pages. My visa for China this year expires February 11th. Slipped my mind completely. I knew I had to get new pages soon, but completely slipped my mind that I need to get it this year before my visa. So luckily I was looking, I need to get more pages as I was looking into applying for my new visa. And I get the last possible appointment date to apply for a new passport at the American consulate in Shanghai. Do that. I go in and I tell them, okay, I need this before the 11th of February, right? And they say it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks. that should be fine. All right, we are in Pori, so I might actually have to save this story for next time. That's just a little teaser. You can already see the problems. 2 to 3 weeks. I went January 17th, I believe, is when I applied for the passport. 2 to 3 weeks would put me February 7th, 4 days before my visa expires. That would have been fine if everything goes right and it comes in three weeks maximum. Next time I will finish the story, recap the beginning, and finish the story, because I didn't realize we were coming up on Pori so quick. You're gonna keep going? No, he's not gonna keep going. Alright, blinkers are nice. We have quite a few roundabouts here in China, and people always drive in the wrong lanes, never turn their blinkers on, speed through the things and cut you off, don't let you go. Alright, now I'm used to having a larger wheelbase or front end, so I think... Yep, I'm gonna snag that fence. Oh, no, I'm not. Alright. And since I don't have the same mod as in American Truck Simulator, I can see where I need to park my trailer quite easily. Don't have those cones. That is realistic. But quite a bit easier. Alright, let's turn off this blinker and let's back this guy in. And that will be it. We are in Pori, Finland. Dropping off pressure tanks. 12 tons. We're gonna make 11,000 on this job. And boy, oh boy, I am not perfect. Oh, I was gonna say, how perfect does it need to be? Okay. There we go. Driving a Scania. And not the world's best parking job, but gets the job done. So, until next time, I'm Martin Wenzel. We'll be completing that story about my dilemma with my passport and Chinese visa next time when we pick up another job going from Pori, Finland in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Until next time, take care. Happy gaming.